Hi, welcome to Julius Bar. Today we're gonna mix ourselves an Earl Grey MarTEAni. So this is the first video in a series I'm gonna do about martinis that aren't really martinis. There has been a trend for some time to call anything that's served in a martini glass a martini. And this cocktail we're gonna present today also follows this pattern, which is wrong. But anyway, we are gonna see how it goes. The Earl Grey Martini we're gonna try today is basically gin sour. The only difference is that the gin we're gonna use is gonna be infused with Earl Grey tea. So today I'm gonna bring the whiteboard to you instead of you following it to the whiteboard in your room. A lot easier. So the traditional recipe for a Earl Grey Martini, it's 45 milliliters of infused gin infused with Earl Grey tea leaves, 30 milliliters of simple syrup, and then lemon and egg white. The only problem with this recipe, which I found online in several places, is that it has way too much simple syrup and not quite enough infused gin. But so I think I will adapt a fix which I saw in many other places online, including defaults, which is the following. So our fixed recipe is going to have 60 milliliters of gin and just 15 milliliters of simple syrup. Pretty easy so far. The second problem we are going to run into is deciding how much to infuse the gin with Earl Grey tea leaves. I found some sources saying like up to 3 hours, while other websites said like no more than 5 minutes. So here I have some gin. I use this Martin Miller's because it's one of the most neutral and bland. No, it's not really bland, but it's really neutral, normal gin, not much character to it, and still a good dry gin. And I use this one to infuse for 3 hours two types of Earl Grey tea. One, it's a traditional Earl Grey tea, which means it has bergamot inside, and it's from Deluca, most famous here in Japan for the bags that soccer man and baseball man carry here in Japan than for their dairy products because they are too freaking expensive. But I got this as a present, and this is a pretty expensive Earl Grey tea, while on the cheaper side I have this Lady Grey from Twinings, pretty standard. The Lady Grey though has no bergamot as far as I know, but it has more orange and lemon zest in it. So we can try two different teas. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna prepare two more infused gin, but just for 5 minutes. Then we're gonna compare the results and see if 5 minutes are enough or if 3 hours are too long. So we have 1 teaspoon of tea leaves in each glass, to which we are gonna add about 70 milliliters of our dry gin. Just a bit more than 60 because I think we are gonna lose some in the steeping process. And guess what? We finished the bottle too. So this one goes for 5 minutes. So 5 minutes have passed. Let's filter this tea. Let's just give it a stir before doing so. So on the outside we have 3 hours steeped gin, and inside we have 5 minutes steeped gin. As you can see, while the 3 hours are both really dark, the 5 minutes, the Earl Grey from Deluca is a lot darker than the one from steeped with Lady Grey from Twinings. Now I'm gonna give it a quick sip and see where we lie with these gins. Let's start from the Lady Grey 5 minutes. The added flavor of the Earl Grey tea, it's really light but present. Let's try the 3 hours. The perfume is more heavy and darker. It actually tastes sharper, and the orange flavor present here is kind of disappeared. I'm gonna keep the lid on just to. Now let's try the Earl Grey from Deluca. 5 minutes. You can definitely taste the bergamot. It's perfectly fine 5 minutes in my book. Let's see if the 3 hours is just over steeped. Even yet, I think, yeah, it's overdone. Yeah, I think this the shorter steep time gin are way better. The 3 hours steeped, it's not conductive to a better steep gin. It just turn sharper instead of turning more flavorful. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to use these two ones and make two Earl Grey MarTEAni, and then we're going to see which one we prefer. So let's start with the Lady Grey version. I'm going to use half of this huge lemon, so I think it should give us the right amount of lemon juice, which is 22.5. It's definitely bigger than my normal lemons. They usually give me 15. Let's see if I can squeeze it. I just realized I don't have any simple syrup, so I'm gonna substitute the 15 milliliters of simple syrup with a teaspoon of powdered sugar. Then let's add our infused gin. I'm gonna remeasure it, but it's pretty perfect on the 60. Let's use it all. And lemon, sugar, gin, then egg white. Then I'm going to go for a traditional dry shake, shaking it slightly before putting ice. And give it another shake. Let's double strain in our chilled cocktail glass. and just express some lemon peel. This lemon peel looks a bit ugly, but smells amazing because it's from some organic lemons I got directly from Chiba. So here is the first one. While it settles, I'm gonna prepare the Earl Grey MarTEAni with the Dean and Deluca tea. So exactly the same procedure. Lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of powdered sugar, our infused gin, egg white, dry shake, ice, one more shake, double straining martini glass, let's express some lemon zest, and there you go. 2 Earl Grey MarTEAni. Well, actually one is a Lady Grey MarTEAni, and let's give it a try. Let's see if it's worth spending the extra money for a fancy Earl Grey, or if with a cheaper Lady Grey from Twinings we can achieve pretty much the same result. Cheers. Lady Grey MarTEAni. Really nice. I like the orange and tea accents that the Lady Green bring to the table compared to a normal gin sour with nothing else. Really nice, actually. The color is really different, actually, because the 5 minutes steep didn't provide enough time to this cheaper tea to give much of a color, while the more expensive tea really gave it a nice orange hue to it. But so let's dig into this Earl Grey MarTEAni Dean and Deluca version. Cheers. The flavor is richer. Yeah. it is better, this one. It has a richer flavor. I guess if you go for this kind of tea, maybe you want to steep it for a bit longer, maybe 10 minutes, and then maybe it's going to be comparable. Not sure though. The tannin of the tea are also going to come up, like I noticed in the one that steeped 3 hours, but of course 3 hours is way too much. Maybe 10 minutes could be enough to pull out more flavor from this Lady Grey compared to this, but this one is really excellent with 5 minutes of steeping time. I'm gonna go back in. Yeah, it's really good. While this one gives you just a faint idea of the tea and the orange, which probably you could achieve also in other ways, just with some orange bitters or using dry curacao instead of simple sugar. This one gives a whole different kind of experience. Yes, the bergamot, the tea is more complex, probably some flowers that they put in, because I don't know. I'm not actually an expert on Earl Greys, but you can see that there is zest and some purple flowers in it, which are also in this version, but probably they're just chopped up thinner, a bit lower quality. Well, it's just normal. But I really enjoy this Lady Grey as a normal afternoon tea. It's a good tea. Not just excellent like this one. So, Dean and Deluca scores something else beside the eco bag that Soccer Mom brings around to shopping. So I hope you enjoyed this video, which is the first in the martinis that are not martinis series. Again, this is just a gin sour with a slight variation to it, but it's a good drink. And please like, subscribe, comment down below, Shake yourself a drink, and I will see you next time. Cheers. I'm gonna go a game with this one, it's too good.